We are only one parish among the 186 parishes in the Diocese of Brooklyn and Queens. So we need your help. You can help us, and we are helping our children.
After I was ordained and I was at my first Mass as a deacon, it felt so special to be up on the altar and able to share what I am doing and sharing my faith with the community.
With the challenges right now that we see immigrants facing, it's extremely important the work that Catholic Migration Services does. It's extremely important that these immigrants have the best advice and services.
$115 catechists, 1,700 children in the program of faith formation. And all these children come from the public school. Our main objective is to show Jesus to them. In the public school, they don't receive that help.
The program is very important for the children because some of them have questions that the school can't answer. We live in a society where they don't speak about religion. I am one of 115 catechists here at this program. I was also in public school, so I used to come here when I was younger. I always had questions about my faith, and I didn't have anyone to talk to at school because they told me not to speak about my faith. My parents never taught me any of the prayers, but when I came here to the program, that's when I learned the basic prayers, and that's when my faith grew.
It's very important, the support of every one of you, because thanks to your support, I am able to take classes. Also, my catechists can take classes, and the more we know, the more your children will get benefits. As a DRE, a way that I can show and transmit my faith is by doing. More than talking, I try to do what I believe.
Live what you say, what you teach the children, because they see everything. The same way that I'm here, I try to be at home. It's not fake. We're not being fake, we're being real, and we're talking about God.
Thank you for your support. Because of that, we are just growing in faith and in good works.
Deacon is a service for one to be called. The word diakonia in Greek means service. The call to serve is a call from God. Okay, I'm not up there for me, I'm up there for God calling me up there to assist the priest in bringing forth God's word to the people. In order for one to be a deacon, your wife must be supportive all along the way. At each step, as we went from being candidate to reader to acolyte.
Any couple who's contemplating a man going into the diaconate has to think about the time they need to sacrifice.
It is a deacon family. It's not just one person who is there. If you're a married deacon, you need to have your spouse to be there, to be behind you, and to support you.
I think it's built my faith tremendously. Just opened a lot of doors up to my faith.
The work of a deacon helps increase the faith of the deacon and the congregation, and through the good works of being in the parish and being there for the people helps the community grow stronger and get closer to God.
Giving to the annual Catholic Appeal supports a lot of the programs, especially the diaconate. You get back what you put into it. It comes back to you.
But give from your heart so that the bishop is able to keep the diocese functioning in a good way.
As a young man, our aim, our ambition is always to live a better life. Catholic migration came into my life when I needed them, strengthened my path, realizing my dreams of being an American citizen.
We explained to him what that process would look like, how long it would take, what types of forms he will need, and we helped him with a fee waiver so that the $725 was waived for him. Kevin becoming a citizen and having children that are minors, they automatically will derive citizenship through him.
A family based on integrity, honesty, and trustworthiness. I teach my kids, hey, America's giving you the best in life, and you must give back to them.
Our program is very important for the lawful permanent residents we serve. We help low-income immigrants in Brooklyn and Queens. Each year, Catholic Migration Services helps over 525 lawful permanent residents like Kevin Bede become U.S. citizens. That right there is a huge portion of what Catholic Migration Services does, but we're not limited to that.
This lady was able to help me so much, even where I was making mistakes, and honest mistakes. She was putting me right, and then doing the right things at the right time.
It's extremely important that these immigrants have the best quality legal advice and services that we can provide. There are a lot of scams out there in the community.
With the kind of professionals they have, this organization, they don't charge you anything. You can imagine how much lawyers charge people to help them in the immigration services, but you go there, you don't pay anything, they'll be there for you.
We get our funding through things like the annual Catholic Appeal, so we're very grateful for that.
My dear brothers and sisters, these are just 3 examples of the positive effect that a donation to the 2019 Annual Catholic Appeal will have on your neighbors here in Brooklyn and Queens. Your donation to the appeal helps to fund the programs mentioned here as well as those listed in the annual appeal materials. I want to assure you that we stand committed to full transparency and respect your wishes regarding the ministries you intended your gift to support. None of your donations are used for any other purposes. An independent audit by Grassi & Company will be available at the end of the year. Who does your offering to the annual Catholic Appeal support? Those who are hungry, without shelter, without access to Catholic education, men discerning the priesthood or diaconate, and those who are ill and dying. Just a few of the groups who depend on your generosity. Your gift to the appeal is a response in faith to serve our neighbors by funding the good works of the diocese, those that cannot be supported by any one parish alone, but benefit all parishes in our diocese. Please join me to foster faith where it is needed and support the good works being done by the Church here in Brooklyn and Queens. Through a pledge through the annual Catholic Appeal, do it today. Thank you, and God bless you.